of where I've been and the people that, because the Indian connection.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look like it. My hair's supposed to be blonde. Okay, I got the hillbilly all over me except for the body build. I do. And my hillbilly side of the family, they can count. They came over like the third ship after the Mayflower. They got their asses off. They're Scotch-Irish, and they said, Puritan my ass, and they went to West Virginia. And they started making moonshine, and they've been there ever since. They own the whole freaking mountain.
The mountain people.
They own the whole mountain.
The mountain people. I put it on Goddess. Like, oh my God, me and fucking what's her name were just talking about the mountain people yesterday.
But we got the mud mashers from hell. We know the hollows. We know the creeks. We know where to make the moonshine. And that's what we do. And now my daddy's side of the family also, which is another thing that you'll see if you ever see me in a short sleeve shirt or a tank top. I have what they call the royal blood. My skin is translucent. You can see the fucking veins and the blue all over me. When I get a tan, I look green.
Okay. You are, so you're like from the bloodline that actually were green, but the carbon here in the air and all that shit turns your skin and all that to the pigmentation it's at now.
That has hardly any color.
Yeah, see.
And you can trace the veins all through my body.
You can do that with mine too.
And I always thought the swastika was the worst thing in the world.
It's not though.
No, the Chinese have used it for a cross for hundreds of years, and
royal blood. Hang on.
And in my veins underneath my arm, you know, you have the veins run. Short of one line, it's a swastika underneath my arm. Right here.
I'm gonna have to check see if I've got one.
Like I said, you ever see me in a short sleeve shirt, you'll be like going, "Damn, you're right." But in Australia, when I went with my friend Kim, they did their version of Sweat Lodge. We did their version of peyote, and we were on Ayers Rock watching the friggin' lights, watching the stars. I ain't never seen so many in my life. And having our magical moments, you know, while we were up there. Because, I mean, shit, we didn't eat for 2 days. It's hotter than a motherfucker in Australia.
Yes.
Let's add the elevation, and I can't hardly breathe.
Right.
You know, with my allergies and shit.
Right.
They told me I was not a signaler, but like a conduit.
What's a conduit?
Others can speak to me.
So basically,
kind of thing.
A medium.
Yes and no, but it's the contact with the spirit world. Not as in the people that have passed or nothing, but the Australians told me, because they wouldn't let me listen to it. They didn't want me to hear myself. Because they said, you're just not supposed to.
Yeah.
But I told them to get ready, that changes were coming. And it's not going to be pleasant. People ain't going to like it. But if they remember where they're from,
that's it. That's what
we'll be all right. And just be prepared. It kept just telling them to be prepared. And I don't remember names or nothing. I don't remember doing any of it. Because after 3 days, finally sitting there and then taking whatever they said was peyote-like, I was in another place. And my girlfriend, she's like, wow, you did tell me you were from these old hillbillies and all this other kind of shit. And because they all had no problem with me. It was like I was home. I was accepted as family. And it's the energy. It's like when you come to my house, and it's actually my house, you walk in, everybody's always comfortable.
That's how it's supposed to be.
And everything that's out there that you see, you can pick up and touch. Because if I didn't want you to touch it, I wouldn't have put it out there. And trust me, I put shit out. It's always interesting. Everybody's like, I just got to know what the hell this is. Or something of that nature. Or I've not seen one of these since I was a kid kind of shit.
So I wonder.
And I picked up things. I'll hold on to them for years. And I'll give them to the right person.
Dude, I be doing that shit too. I swear. It's like you get something one day. You don't know why you need it.
Yeah, I don't need it. It's a rock. And I just keep. And every time I turn around, I'm going to throw it away. And I say, nah, I'm going to keep it. You know, it's just a rock. Sometimes I see faces in rocks. Sometimes I just see all kinds of other shit.
Me too.
Yeah, rocks are my friends.
Goddess.
My rocks are my friends. Because I can look at them and tell. My grandfather started it to me, in a sense. At the end of A&E Street here in town. At the bay. You can find rocks from all over the motherfucking world.
Okay, hold up. So we're at now here now?
A&E. Anywhere down there you can get to the water.
A&E.
Where it runs into the water.
Water.
That side. Because there's other streets through there. I'm done with it. I want to light this cigarette. He's going to be waiting on me.
He'll be all right for that. We got all that shit.
But this Pensacola was put here by the company, and it was a company that put us here, to take lumber back to the European countries to make ships. So they come over with all these rocks from wherever they were from, dump them out in the bay, and then go over there and get the lumber and carry it back. Because you can't come empty across the freaking Atlantic. It's just not going to, yeah, how many ships are going to lose? Kind of shit. And I have picked up volcanic glass.
Oh, wow.
All kinds of shit. We built a fish pond in my grandparents' backyard.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to have to go.
Are you from here?
Well, no, I'm originally from Atmore, but like,
okay, Atmore. You know what a GC Murphy's is?
Shit, no.
Well, it's a little department store, kind of like a TG&Y. They had candy counters. They had a soda fountain, actually, in the GC Murphy's. And it was an old, little, kid-like department store when you think about it.
Okay.
But every time you went to the pet department, they gave you a goldfish. Me, my mom, my brother, and my aunt, who's only 2 years older than me.
Something like that.
We went to GC Murphy's and we'd get goldfish. And what you going to do with all these? We had them in bowls. We had them in all kinds of shit. Around the house, all of us had 3 or 4 of them. Then it was 5 or 6 of them. So my grandpa said, let's build a fish pond in the backyard. And we went down there and got them rocks.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you all kinds of shit about Pensacola.
You need to.
About why things are the way they are around here. My great-grandmother, she would always give me stuff. She knew I wanted to ask questions about every fucking thing as a kid.
Girl, come on now. You are bobbing on my top.